Let's explore the Tim Holtz Fabric Journal. The basic book with pages are already made, but it is how you handle it where the creativity lays. The ways you construct and also deconstruct and build it right up. The creative opportunities are certainly there. How would you take on such a project? If you want to know how I do it, keep watching.
But it's black, yeah, it's black. Oh, the water's black.
It is precisely 1 year ago I decided to go back on the creative path. I took a break of about 20 years where I did loads of other stuff. Before that, my life was all about creativity, and now it is again. In that 20-year break, the Tim Holtz brand and products came into the world, and these attracted me really soon when I started. I'm going to explore some ready-made products from Tim Holtz. Yes, my first reaction was, shouldn't I make it all myself? Well, maybe that's great too, but this is not really an easy way because it gives other challenges for sure. You have got to do with this what you have in your hands. And if it isn't to your taste, then you have to alter it. And that's why I'm doing this. This fabric journal I bought almost a year ago. Actually, I bought 2. And I really didn't know at that time what to do with it. And I didn't know that much about Tim Holtz' world back then. So I did a few pages, I collaged the cover, and then I set it aside. I was not satisfied with how it turned out. Now I'm starting again, knowing more about the products and how everything works. I tore out all the old stuff, and the leftovers on the page make it more grungy and worn. So I left the collage paper. I'm going to leave it like that because that's really okay. And then inside I did some white gesso on these pages and tore all ephemera off that I didn't like. And here this became interesting by tearing everything off. And this, as you can see, I didn't like it that much. And the rest is not even used. So I have no idea what I'm going to do now, but I certainly feel very inspired to go work on this. I really love the last backdrops. Those are from Halloween. These Halloween 2024, and these are the designs, and I really love this paper. Already used some, and I'm going to make some kind of a plan for this journal, just a not detailed but more about what am I going to do with the pages. Am I going to as you can see already started to should I fold this or should I take a page out? Maybe this one, maybe I could take it entirely out. So I'm going to make a plan with choosing some papers, and maybe that's also the beginning of the story I want to tell, and see what I'm going to do with each page. So that plan I'm going to make off camera because, you know, I have got a lot of things to do with my brain. And when I come back, I will tell you all about the plan. I thought, let's turn on the camera because I am getting started. I have selected some papers and I think I'm going to work on some pages already. And before that, I want to give you an insight on how my creative process is working. And I know it's difficult for me to work on camera and afterwards edit it all because that's going to be a job of days and days work. And and I want to craft, if I'm really honest. So, and I think you understand that. So let me just take you along the journey as much as I can. So what I did is I selected some papers from the Halloween backdrops, and you can see them already laid out, and I was already peeking through some ephemera I want to use, and you see here already a lovely picture, because it is what do you want to, well, storytelling is, I think, a really big word, because it's not a movie or whatever. You could, but it's not really necessary, but it's some kind of a story, and kind of a feeling maybe. So I was looking through the papers and I thought, let's do a black white neutral color setting, because you see that here, and it makes me very happy at this moment. I think because the weather is changing to autumn. But I know I love black, so, and black and neutrals, it's always a favorite. And my latest projects were all colorful because I wanted to challenge myself. So let's now go back to my comfort zone, colors, and let's do that. And I've recently ordered the Found Relatives, I think it's called. And if I have ordered some new stuff, I really love to incorporate it in my projects. So, okay, let me show you the papers. So these papers you see here, I have one here. I love that one. I do have some with writing, and maybe I'm going to use that. And I have these. So I have two with kind of maps on them. And I love the pattern and the changing colors. So like dark, less dark, you know, a bit of variation. And I've selected this photo, but I've also selected another one. I've put it in here. That's this one. So, and this is a map of America. No, this is from England. And this map is from America. So, you know, story. She's from America, he's from England. Could be the other way around, I don't know, but that feels like a story to me. And writing is, of course, really nice to showcase some letters maybe, or to indicate there are letters sending back and forth. Then I love the lace pattern with this photo. So I think there's already things happening here. And I was looking through ephemera and I found this transparent circle. I love it. It matches really well with this. And I found these ones, compass. I thought that would be really nice. This is a days clock, and it also gives days. I don't know. Also love that one. And maybe because these are really nice browns, I don't know how I'm going to use it. The moths, of course, are really nice browns. So I like to incorporate some transparent ephemera. That would be lovely. And I did also pick the Serendipity collage paper. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I want to challenge myself to use this because it's a fabric journal and you can collage on it really brilliantly. So I thought, well, okay, so I was already busy with where am I going to put this photo and the other photo, and I was already starting with folding pages, and the next step will be that I'm going to tear the paper and put it down. So this is how far I am. So I'm already looking at my journal here. And I think I'm going to cover up all this old stuff. And I think the photo is falling. Well, okay. Pick it up later. So you have like a repeating thing in this journal that is like two smaller pages here, and then already cut out an envelope, and two smaller ones here. So I think this will be very nice to put the one photo in this one and one photo here. So that's already the how far I am, and you will not see this again because I really don't like what I did here, so that's going to be totally covered. What I want to do is also make use of ideas and inspiration I've got from the makers ideology videos. Is that I saw that sometimes you can cut out piece and then attach or sew paper on. So I want to see what I can do also with a kind of deconstruct, reconstruct something, maybe sewing in some of these envelope pockets. Let's see. I have plans and ideas, and let's see how I can get this all inside of this journal. So the next time I put on the camera, I think it will be more defined. So see you in a bit. I said back in a bit, but it's been a few days. So I think off and on, I've been busy with this journal for a week now. And I had a lot of other distractions, so it's not full time, but I did spend a lot of time on this. All the papers, all the backdrops I had, this is what it's left over. So I've cut a lot and I even took one or two more backdrops, and it's not done. I think I will probably need another week or so to get it all done, but it's paper clipped. There is, I think, half a box of paper clips in here. It's already lovely and chunky, and I will take you on a look on the inside. But first, for the cover, I wanted to do a centerpiece, and I have the collage strips, cut them up and made a new collage strip because I do love this flower. So this one, I did some frosted crystals and then I colored the leaves of the flower with pumice stone and brushed corduroy. And then this will go on top. This is one of the metal frames, and I put some grit paste on it. So I do need to finish it, color it, maybe gold, I don't know, gold or silver. Put this one on top, and well, it's not done, but this is the idea of doing it like this. And then it's now a Monday, so on a Wednesday there's market in where I live, and I want to see if I can get some really nice white velvet ribbon, like maybe an inch or so, really as a closure. That's what I was thinking about as to the outside. What I've also been doing is die cutting. So I've die cut some of this paper lace trims. So I have these. I have like a little tin full of all kinds of little labels. I can make more, of course. Stars, circles. There are a lot of things in here. And some of these frames, wildflowers I still had. So I have that here on my desk next to the paper clips. I have some mummy cloth, and I have put a strip here. And I do like that because the threads that are in here will kind of peel off, and then you have just like this. So maybe I'm going to do that to every page. That's still something in my head. So let's go take a look inside. The outside is still just only the collage paper, and then go inside. So what I showed you all the papers that I wanted to use, and I want to play with patterns and several patterns combined. And so here you see I have some different strips. This is collage paper, and well, I clipped something on, but I don't know if it's going to stay there because I did. It could be that this will go on the page. I have here this paper lace trim. Then the next page, going to make a pocket. So this is going to be a pocket. So I think I'm going to do also a bit of sewing, but I'm not sure how to do that because yes, this is the first time. I didn't know if I mentioned it before. It's the first time I'm making a whole fabric journal. And I here have a card, also of course going to do something with it, not sure what. Still, I have cut in half a transparency that would look very lovely here. Maybe I'm going to do a circle, half a circle punch to show that it's a tuck spot. Then the next two pages that were smaller pages, I have cut the first page in half, so I do have this piece left, so I cut that off. And then this is going to be stitched, those two pages. As you can see, this will also be like a tuck spot with a photo on here. And I have put some fabric on here because I don't want to do all paper. So here's going to be some fabric on this side. Don't know if you can figure out what I did here. So this is one page with a photo on, and the other is here. This is just a card to show that it's a tuck spot. And the difficult thing for me right now is to figure out what to do first, because I want to sew some things, and of course it will be difficult to sew this book when it's all full, so I need to decide what goes first, what goes next. Yes, so that's the difficult part. And this is the next page, also some fabric here and paper. Here, because I did a lot of squares and straight lines, I have here torn a pocket just for the contrast. This is just some ephemera to show that it's a pocket. So this is a pocket of different papers. And that is then the first signature. So this is the first signature. And then we're going to do a repeat, because this is the collage paper. Here again, collage paper. And on the last page of this signature is going to be a pocket from the chapter 3. I like this one, this bag. And I don't know for sure if I'm going to like hinge it so it can be folded out, or just stick it on the page. I'm not sure. If you have any inspiration for me, please comment. Like to know. And this is the collage page. Then, of course, this then going to be a pocket with the flashcards and with the other half of the transparency. The same pocket, same concept, but with the different photo, different papers, but it's kind of the same. And here, the pocket with the, I clipped some things on. If I see something interesting, I think, oh, has to come in. This circle, I love this ephemera circle, and it just fits. But I don't know if I'm going to put it here or somewhere else. And this is just some ephemera tag I made, also in between making a tag. And pocket with the torn edge. And then the last page, also this kind of a bag, which I have to figure out how I'm going to fasten it to the page. I'm going to use this ephemera with a name I cannot really pronounce. Gauche dials. I really don't know how to say that. This circle ephemera, I will call it this meters or whatever, circles. Okay, so this one first was I had this paper on the outside, but it was so dark I flipped it over, and then just color-wise it fitted better. So this is fabric, and thought it would be nice to use some more photos. This is one from the collage strip, and so the embellishments, all the details, that's still I want to leave after I have completed the pages and the paper clips are all out. Then I want to do all the fine-tuning with ephemera, making cards, filling the pockets, filling the bags, doing the little things. So I think this is going to be like a video in itself, part 1. So I can post the video and maybe get some interaction from you. Maybe you have some tips or tricks for me. And in the meantime, I'm going to, of course, continue with this journal. And I think part 2, you will see the completion of the pages and embellishing of it. So I think that will be a very nice 2-part video. So it will not take too long for me to post the video, because I do love to take my time with these journals, especially when I do it the first time. I think maybe the second time will go quicker. I have no idea. But for me, I think 2 weeks, maybe a little bit more, for such a journal to finish. And I think for me it's even very fast. So I don't know how long are you it's taking you to make a journal. I'm curious to find out, because also when I see the makes in the Tim Holtz Idea-ology, I have no idea how long it takes them to finish a journal. Not that it matters, but just, a little bit curious. And but I don't think I'm going to change the way I work in it. And also want to know, do you like this fringe? Do I have to shorten it like this, or just leave it, or cut it all off? What do you think? I'm going to continue working on this, and also I think this front piece will take some time to make, because I need to do this also for the first time, a metal frame, and I did some little metal embellishments, but not a frame. So let's see how that will turn out. and let me know what your ideas are. I'd like to know. Thank you so far for watching, and let's see how part 2 will turn out. But first, this is the part 1 of making the fabric journal, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye.
If I had a boat, I would sail out, take every brother and sister of mine.